first, it's awful that someone has to lose that game. You know, it's from a fan's perspective, it's what college basketball is all about. Just a bunch of great kids on both sides just playing their hearts out in the postseason, and it's just a shame someone had to lose. St. Bonaventure's a very good team, and we feel great about this win because of, you know, the people they've beat, and the fact that they've had success this year, and the fact that they're especially tough at home. You know, we hung in there. I don't think we probably, as hard as both teams played, you know, neither team probably played their best. We had some breakdowns, we took some bad shots, we had some costly turnovers, but our defense kept us in the game in the second half. It wasn't a thing of beauty, but it was a game of a ton of heart and great effort. And you know, I'm pleased that we, after 50 minutes of basketball, came out a tiny hair ahead.
What was your strategy on Nicholson at the time? You seemed to be denying him.
Listen, I mean, could you imagine what he would score if we didn't try to double team him? I mean, wow. I mean, both games here, we tried to keep two guys on him, we tried to trap him, and he still gets his points. People who haven't really watched him closely have no idea how good this guy is. Hey, are other people bigger? Yes. Are other people stronger? Yes. Do other people look like, you know, NBA players to a greater degree? Yes. But I haven't played against a guy who makes shots at a more consistent rate and who has better footwork and a better pace. You can't rush him, you can't fluster him. And I'm telling you, it's like he was raised at the Pete Newell big man camp. His footwork is just astounding. And that's how he gets those shots. He'll slide as soon as you stop him. He'll go the other way. As soon as he thinks he might block his shot, he'll go under. And he's, you know, he's like an Olajuwon or something like that. It's really special what he could do with the ball in his hands.
John, have you ever had a win like that, a comeback win like that, given what was at stake?
I've been a head coach since 1989, so yeah, I have. Many times.
Down 7 with 46 seconds left in overtime.
Yeah, we beat Dayton one time down by 5 in over when we were down 5. Plenty of time. I've coached 700 games, so yeah, No, I've had games like this before. It was a great one, but I've done this a long time. Yeah. On the 700, I've had games like this before.
You've obviously probably been on the other side.
I've had something like that this year. Yeah, our game at Charlotte was like this.
You've been on the other side too. Can you kind of empathize with?
I think Coach Schmidt is a great guy and a great coach, and his kids play their hearts out. And again, it just is awful someone has to lose a game like this. And we've had games like this year. We won at Rhode Island. This is like our third game like this, believe it or not. So forget about 20 some odd years. This is our third game this year like this. And what I would say is Dean Smith in his autobiography, the first thing he talks about, reflecting on a lifetime of coaching, he says, the most surprising thing to me was how thousands of people could have completely different emotional outcomes on the slightest difference in a game. I mean, any bounce of the ball in that game differently, they win, or vice versa. And obviously the feelings from LaSalle and St. Bonaventure are incredibly different. And it hinges on the tiniest things. And he was just always amazed by that, and I am too. Just it's a tiny difference between winning and losing.
Well, you're pretty comfortable with Steve. I looked up Weingarten 6 for 24 from 3. Is that you pretty comfortable with that?
He didn't shoot it well this year, frankly. He's number 1 student athlete of the year, which we're incredibly proud of. And as impressive as that sounds, his work ethic is even more impressive than you could imagine. And this guy takes a zillion shots a day. And he hasn't shot it that well this year, but I mean, he's one of those guys that you have confidence in because he works on it so hard, and I see him making them in practice. And you know, we're not a great shooting team, and and big guys are often open for big threes. You know, it's hard to get your best guard open for a three-point shot because people know it's coming. But if you have a big guy who can shoot threes, you know, like Nicholson or like Steve, you could get that shot.
So that's what you were looking for?
Absolutely.
Okay. And I mean, like I asked you guys, so how rewarding is this for you, considering how the season's kind of gone? You lost a lot of close games, like you said.
Well, listen, I mean, we're 15 and 17. I mean, we're really disappointed. We underachieved. We were up and down. But, you know, it's I wouldn't say we're a bad team. but we did underachieve. So, yeah, it certainly makes an underachieving year feel better, getting to Atlantic City especially. I'll tell you what, this league is a monster, and anytime you achieve something in the Atlantic 10, it's significant because the competition's so great. And if you're one of the 8 teams going to Atlantic City, that's something to be proud of, because almost half the teams don't go. So going to Atlantic City is I think, an important accomplishment.
Did Steve come to you as a walk-on, or?
It's an amazing story. Yes, he did.
Okay.
And I swore to him that the chances of him ever playing or getting a scholarship were very slim. And walk-ons in our program, our kids we value, but they run the scout team, they compete in practice, they do well in school, they support their teammates, and they're great kids, and they contribute to the team, but they probably won't play very much. And occasionally, I really think it's one in many hundreds of kids that don't get recruited and then can come at this level and really be a good player. And his work ethic makes him one of those exceptions. He's a good player, and you have no idea how hard this guy works. His teammates call him Cyborg because he'll work out 3-4 times a day between studying countless hours, and the guy just won't get tired. I've coached a lot of hard workers. This guy is at a different level.
Anything else? Thanks, guys. Thanks, Coach.